What's up, y'all? My name is Cope, and today we're gonna be having another do-rag dinner, and it's actually gonna be a breakfast special. And today we got some russet potatoes, and we got our seasonings here. We got some parsley, some chipotle, some what is this? Some bourbon, some cayenne, some pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And you want to make sure like you thoroughly wash your potatoes. I like to use Dawn soap and get it popping. All right. We're also gonna have some biscuits today, and I got some flaky golden layers, and we're gonna put them apart and we're gonna fry them. All right. So we've cleaned and washed our potatoes. We also have some fresh garlic here. We're gonna mince both the garlic, and then we're gonna just cut your potatoes straight down the middle, and then you want to just split them just like this. The thinner you cook them, the better they're gonna fry, because nobody has time to be here all day waiting for potatoes to get that nice grill on them, because you don't want to start soggy potatoes either. So we got our skillet over here. It's been heating up. We're gonna put a little bit of this butter right here. Throw that in the pan, and we're gonna also mince up our garlic. Put that in the pan. Let that get together. Also cut up an onion if you got some. Add it in there, let those caramelize. Then throw in your potatoes, and then season them with all the shit I got over here, and let them cook, and then steam them. All right, so I cut up an onion and I added it to that garlic and that butter that I had slowly cooking over here. I also got my hot water back here going because I wanted to have some grits, because I don't eat breakfast without grits. So I got the water in a rolling boil, and I'm adding some salt. And you want to get it as salty as you want your grits, because it's really hard to get grits salty if you don't do it in the beginning. So I just eyeball it, and I'm just gonna keep pouring until I feel like I don't have soupy grits. And I also got my bacon ready, lined up, foil pan. Put it in the oven on 350. Boom. Let those cook while everything else is going. And we're gonna work on this oil heating up, and we're gonna start pulling apart our biscuits. So what you wanna do is just take a little glob, roll it up, boom, that's it. Just formulate those balls until you have all the biscuits done, and then just drop them into your oil, and then we'll see the final products. All right, so we got the onions looking honestly, I just make them till they're brown enough. You don't want them to be burnt, but you want them to be not chewy either, so translucent is what you want to call them. I'm gonna take these potatoes that I already cut up, just throw all those in there, get those in there going. And you want to add some oil, some vegetable oil right onto the potatoes. So just a nice little splash. That should be enough. And just season it up, eyeball it. You don't want nothing that tastes like unseasoned food, so just treat it as if it was meat. So it's onion, garlic powder, cayenne. Go ham on the cayenne if you want it to be hot, but don't be too hot. And then we got some of the Mrs. Dash, and with Mrs. Dash's, you can go ham with Mrs. Dash, honestly, just because it's not salty, it's flavor. So the more of it you put, the more the food's gonna taste like that. So I'm just hitting my potatoes everywhere, all around. And then y'all know black people love to just do stuff for fun. So we got parsley for color. It doesn't really do anything, but it's gonna make your food look really pretty when it's done. And you can wow people or get you a man or whatever you're trying to do. Got it. We got our potatoes on medium-high heat, and they're going. You want them to get this nice color on them, really get brown, dang near cook them all the way through. You honestly just want them to be really brown and get that grill feel to them. And while those are going and getting it popping, we got our grits. They're almost done. I added I don't know, half a stick of butter or something like that into the pot, and I'm just gonna let that sit. And I got my grease ready. Did my little water test. Y'all see it's bubbling, and we're gonna just throw the balls in there. You want to make sure that they're about this size. You don't want little itty bitty ones, because who wants to eat the little ones? Just make them meatball size. That's all I do, and just drop them in there. And as you can see, they're fizzing already. And you want to just get a nice little slotted spoon, so you can just turn them over. They're kind of like donuts. Just turn them over and let them get fully brown. You want them to come out like this. Don't burn the shit. You make sure you taking them out in a timely manner. The big ones, let them cook so they're not doughy in the middle. With the smaller ones, these, just get them out of there. They'll finish cooking because they're made with grease, and they'll just finish in the pot. And you want to make sure you line it with napkins so that you can catch the grease. Potatoes have gotten their golden brown color. You want to add half a cup, one of those cups that size, of some water, so they can finish steaming, so that they're cooked thoroughly, and they get their own little broth to cook in as well. And move it from medium high to low. Cook it in there. Finished. Perfect. Finished product: bacon, biscuit balls, potatoes, grits.